still together, Honorable. Of course, one of the assignments of a honorable member is representation. And in your area, Arochukwu, there have been issues in so many places, like the issue. There have been issues, clashes, communal clashes. And based on the knowledge I have of you and your activities, you've been able to push those matters to the front burner in the House of Assembly and even nationally. Can you bring us up to speed what you've been doing as regards representation of your people at the House of Assembly?
Thank you very much for that question. During my campaign activities, I made a promise to the Sioux people, and I told them that I will fight and I will take your matter to the national level. And I have done that. When I stepped in, I moved a motion at the floor of the House, and with a couple of prayers, and those prayers were adopted. So thanks to my colleagues and thanks to the Speaker of the House. Then the matter of issue was brought to the attention of the governor, our executive governor of the state, Dr. Ukoha. That's why, and he gave an approval. Second, I took this matter to my colleagues at the Cross River State House of Assembly, and a delegation was, elected, led by the Deputy Speaker of the House, with the Deputy Minority Leader. And we visited my colleagues in Calabar, and that matter was discussed, and a five-point communique adopted. Thirdly, I took this matter to Abuja, to the National Emergency Management Agency, with the assistance of the State Emergency Management Agency. And at the end, the National approved a huge sum of money, relief materials. More than 20 trucks left Umuahia with relief materials to the good people of Isu. And they were very happy. Fourthly, I took the issue of the boundary with the police reports by the former Commissioner of Police. And that matter was taken to the National. And as I speak to you, the Boundary Adjustment Commission is in the process of delineating the actual boundary so that the two communities will know the actual boundary, and that will reduce the tension and the clashes between the Otoma in Cross River State and Isu in Abia State. So to my good people of Isu, I think we have raised the matter beyond Abia State and to national. And I'm still committed to fight and work for the people of Isu. Thank you.
That is exactly what representation is all about. Representation is about taking the matter of your people to the center stage and make it a topic of discussion via which you bring solutions to ameliorate the pains of the people. And obviously, if you have listened to the Honorable Member, he has effectively done that in the House of Assembly. Let's look into another issue which is also of interest. We know that the job of a legislator is lawmaking, representation, and oversight function.
Yes.
But obviously, in the political climate which we have found ourselves, infrastructure development and traction has become one of those things also which has become very key. Today, in our communities, in our local governments, people will tell you, Kehi Dota, Kehi on ground, Ayahu Benhiola. So, Honorable Member, I'm pushing question to you now. These 3 years of being at the House of Assembly, what can your people point out to say these are what Honorable Ukoha has attracted to Arochukwu State Constituency?
Thank you very much. I stand bold to state that I am the best in the past 23 years. Before I stepped into this office 3 years ago, my those who have occupied this position were not felt across the 5 clans. And when I came in, I have a think tank of a 10-man think tank that all the 5 clans were represented. And I work with this think tank irrespective of the party affiliation. In my think tank, I have PDP, I have ABGA, I have APC, because I am now representing every Dick and Harry, no longer partisan politics. And we made a decision that we must reflect community-based development across the 5 clans. Let me start with Isu. We had a town hall meeting. We don't impose our projects, infrastructure, whatever, into committees, but we held town hall meetings where decisions are made. The committees will tell us what they want. Isu people with the PG, they all resolved that they need a road. That's a road that they have not been accessed that road for years. And we created a 2-kilometer road from Obiese to Ikisu. Let me tell you, the PG returned home in 2020 and said, oh my God, I can now drive my car to my house, courtesy of this infrastructure attracted by myself. So we created a 2-kilometer road for the people of Isu. And they're enjoying it. It's there. You see it, you feel it. And that is political dividend. Not hearsay, but having your footprint in that community. In Aba, we did the same. We held a town hall meeting, and the community decided they need to finish an abandoned building into a computer center. And as I speak today, we have completed that building, painted, and we are working on furnishing and providing 6 computers for the youth of Isu. So I am the best. I'm proud to make this. Then you go to Ihechowa. We did the same with the stakeholders. We had wanted to do a school. They said no, that water is of importance to them because they are women need to wash their clothes, take their baths, cook. And I did a borehole for the people in Ihechowa in our town community. In addition to that, a good friend of mine, even is in another party, said, please, the Obiche people need to finish the healthcare center, maternity ward. And we took it up over. We finished that medical center, provided a generator, painted it, and it's functional as of today. And women go there to receive antenatal care and have delivery. So I'm proud. So in Ihechowa, you see 2 solid projects attracted by Honorable Mike Ukoha. Then you go to Otutu, the same. We did a borehole for the cottage hospital at Otutu. And I'm working with the PG, Sir Charles Wampo, after a long meeting. And my office is providing all the windows in the ongoing renovation of the police station at Otutu. And that is representation. Just yesterday I was in Aba in another town hall meeting with Otutu women and 5 girls that I am training in skills of hairdressing. They were happy because for the first time in 23 years, Otutu women had a meeting with someone that is representing them. It was amazing to them. And they saw 5 beautiful girls in Aba going through a 1-year program to acquire skill, and that is representation. Nobody has done it. If you have done it, come and tell us. That's why I keep telling you, Ukoha is the best, and we are setting the standard so that when I finish, we have a benchmark that if you want to represent us, these are the benchmarks. In Arochukwu, we are doing the 3rd school, 3rd brand new schools. Let me tell you, a lady told me that my daughter became sick and she was trying to find out why. Why are you sick? The girl said, Mommy, I want to go to school, to that new school. And they changed that girl to that new school. The girl wakes up early in the morning, ready to go and learn. That is representation. So I'm very proud. We are making huge impact in education. We are making huge impacts across. We have just finished our bursary award to 100 students in Arochukwu State Constituency. Each of the community received 20. There's no discrimination. Isu 20, EHO 20, Ututu 20, Arochukwu 20, Aban 20. And let me tell you, it's under my leadership that we have been able to establish the Arochukwu Federation Association of Students in Higher Institutions. For the first time, they know themselves, they talk, we have online meetings. That is great. And these kids are happy, even though we are not giving them 1 million naira. We didn't give them 100,000. But the little we provided to them, they are very happy. I'm happy. So let me tell you, I can go on and on in terms of what I've attracted. We have attracted so much. The SS3 student, we hired a consultant who did an exam, and we provide merit award to 10 students to enable them to register for the SS3 across the 5 clans, purely on merit. Purely on merit. So, and they came to Arochukwu with their parents, with their guardians, and those kids are happy because they've never seen that. Parents are also happy. So, my good friend,
Yep.
we have done so much.
Okay, we've heard from Honorable Mike Ukoha as regards things he has attracted to his state constituency, projects that he himself has handled with his own finances. But let me ask, does the House of Assembly have constituency project funds which House members use to do projects?
Well, this is a very common wrong impression. There is nothing like constituency project funds. And the budget of the House of Assembly is there online. One good thing that we have done in this House, or the 7th House, that we have passed the budget before the 31st of December. So we are among the states in Nigeria that passed our budget quickly. And the budget is online. Everything is there. There's nothing like constituency project for.
So that's the reason why I'm asking this. Apart from the projects you attracted, all these other ones you do, are they from your personal income?
Yes. Apart from the ones we attracted, the other projects are for your personal money. Yes. Period.
So that is the sacrifice that the people of Arochukwu are enjoying from their honorable member, Honorable Dr. Michael Ukoha, as regards making sure that the people are happy. He is willing to sacrifice his own income, his own finances, his own pleasures to meet the need of the people.